So today we're going to address drainage conditions. In particular, or more specifically, we're going to be looking at faulty grade elevations and negative slope and grade conditions that would cause water to either pond or flow back towards a structure, and more particularly the exterior wall cladding and the foundation. We're looking at a commercial building. This particular one has had a modification of the landscaping system recently. And again, you can tell by looking at some of the video here that the grade elevation is in contact with the exterior siding and wall cladding. And we also, as I move around here, you'll begin to see we have what's called negative slope, where we actually have the soil that would create a ponding circumstance, or at least a flow of water back towards the foundation of the structure and the exterior wall cladding. Both of those, of course, will lend itself to fungus, dry rot, and in many cases damage to the foundation and or water intrusion to the interior of the structure. I'm going to move down along the west side of this building so you'll get a better view kind of as we move along. This particular area right here, of course, has a good flashing design that's along the perimeter of it. This, of course, is the proper way to have it so that the planter is isolated away from the structure. And of course we end up with a more secure environment with regard to water intrusion, and this one probably won't cause a problem to the structure. We want to also make sure that we keep the sprinkler and irrigation systems off the structure. And anything we do in that regard, of course, promotes moisture and again water intrusion to the structure. Now, as you can see, when we move into this area, we have a substantial negative grade condition, which again is causing the water to run back towards the structure. You'll start to see already down at the bottom of the siding surface where we transition to the visible foundation, kind of a vine growth that's down there as well, and so this area is already creating some issues. The thought again would be that we would get water inside that wall cavity, and of course the thought then would be that we would end up with some moisture issues, mold, fungus, dry rot, etc. We're going to move around here and get you a little better view of this. You can see where we get to this wing wall over here on the foundation of the building as well. The corner, you can start to see the stucco is deteriorated. And again, as we move around, you'll really start to see this as it slopes back towards the structure, which of course is just the opposite of how we'd like to see it. Sometimes we can install a drainage system or actually just make a pathway for the water to run away from this. But in the current set of circumstances and configuration, it indeed will become problematic. And that's your drainage tip of the day.